G'day, everyone. How are we all? I figured you can sit here and watch me cut paper whilst we wait for some people to come on in and we do the randomness. Hello, Barbara. Yes, the Ink House is in the pile. Ashamedly, it is an uncoloured book in my collection. I think because I'm scared of it. Angie, good morning. Rosalind, good morning. Thank you, Rosalind. I pretty much wing my life, We just hope something works out. That's how we're gonna roll. But yeah, you sit there and go, oh yeah. It's only 10 days till December. And I need to make the kids' advent box calendar thingies. So I have 50 boxes to make. I'm like, ooh. And I went yesterday and bought stuff for them all. Hello, Atlanta. Boots, hello. Melissa, hello. Mona, hey, Mona. Ashley. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, I probably should make the boxes to put the things in. So I'm like, it's so just like, I feel like a production line. I feel like I'm back in the good old industrial revolution in the factories at the production line, just spending my day cutting a straight line. Marie, hello. Hello. So, yeah. Joys. Oh, I've got two there. I'm cutting it going, geez, that feels thick. That's because there'd be two. Luckily, they were together nicely. But, yeah. Nothing like cutting on the boxes. So how is everyone? Jamie, hello. It's been a week, hey. I don't know whether it's something in the moon. I went in because one of the places I went yesterday for what are these called? Advent calendar box thingy stuffable things for the girls. Oh God, words. The was one of those crystal new age thingy shoppies, magic shoppies, and the lady was saying, because we were talking about the crystals and things and cleansing them and stuff, and she was talking about using moonlight and stuff. She goes, but I refused to do it last night. And I said, yeah, it was a full moon last night. And I said, I thought it'd be good. But apparently there was something different about the full moon last night or the other night. And it wasn't good. And I'm like, that explains the week that I've had. It has been one of those where you just sit there and go, what did I do wrong in a past life? Hello, Terralyn. Yep, resting your knee and started a double-page Kirby spread. Yep, you are crazy. Who knows what I'm going to start today? We'll see what the fate has in store for me. Fate hasn't been kind to me this week, so we'll see if it's kind to me today. All right, I've cut enough boxy bits. Let's have a play. Okay. All right. Let's put the scissors away so I don't hurt myself, because that has a chance of happening. All right. I have random ladybug sticker. Oh yeah. Let's stick you somewhere. You basically say to me, I need to be stuck. You can go there. Okay. All right. You got sick this week. Don't have fever, loss, but still need to do. Nice. I'll explain as we're going through the day, my week, through the thing. Hello, Hannah. But yeah, so I'm like, ugh. The effortness of functioning is not so good. All right, I'm still trying to function. Funny, Ashley. No, I get, hey, Mona. Mona. And it's an Aussie song. So, Craig McLaughlin. But anyway, all right. So basically, what I did was I went to my shelf, and this isn't all of my uncolored books. I have issues. The shame is real, but I just picked some random ones. So I have 11 uncolored books that I haven't touched. We've got the Ink House. We've got Country Gardens. We have Mouse Guard. We have Friendship. We have Fanciful Fantasies. We've got Fun and Silly Fairy Tales. My life, fun and silly. The effortless functioning. I know. It's great. We've got Fairy Tales. Okay, so Fairy Tales. We've got Fantasia. We have Nature's Magic, which is what I won from Renee's giveaway. I've got Wish You Were Here by Clarissa Goodrich. And then I've got Dream World, Black River Art. So I've got a whole bunch. All right, so we're gonna stack them. They're not in any order. Look, I'm just gonna stack. There's 11 of them. I think I counted that right. Okay, let's random number generate. You know, I'm not even doing voting. I'm like, that's way too much effort. Okay, I got between 1 and 11. Generate number 3. 1, 2, 3. Mouse Guard, which ironically is what I actually had picked last night. So there you go. I was like, sitting there last night going, what book am I going to colour in? And I was like, oh, I might do Mouse Guard. So see the fates, even though I've left it to fate, they've gone and chosen similarly to my brain. So, all right. So, Mouse Guard. This is the one I'd chosen, or do you want me to randomly pick the page too? Because I had chosen the Froggy, because I am the new grandparent of a new baby Froggy. I had chosen the frog, but do you want me to randomly pick the page? Atlana, there's a story behind this. So Sarah from Chronic Colouring Down Under contacted me, and a lady had found these in one of our cheap stores for $4. And she grabbed up a whole bunch, and she was kind enough to send me one. So and she was kind enough to send me one, and it was when I got it in the mail, I had to laugh because she was literally an hour away from me, and I messaged her and I said, I probably could have just driven to the shop for cheaper than what you posted it to me for. But all right, so we've got couple for randomly and couple for the frog. I don't know, I don't really care. So no, I didn't say teacher store, I said cheap shop, reject shop, or some, I don't know which store she got it at, but just one of the cheaper, like, what do you guys call them? Dollar General something, whatever. One of, the cheaper stores. So I'm like, oh, hey, Mona. Now it's in my head. Oh, dropping stuff. You didn't hear that. It didn't fall. That was my mindfulness cards. Again, obviously, fate is deciding that my brain is a mess. All right, so we can do the frog. Cool. All right. Now, See, this is all falling into place as to what I had planned anyway. What's just like seriously? Okay, so I thought because it's D for what month are we? November. I pulled out some Derwents. So I've got in here, I've got the Colour Soft, the Graphitints, the drawing pencils, and the Studios. And part of me is thinking I'm going to use the Studios. And Andy needs to get picked up off the floor for the fact that I said I'm going to willingly use the Studios. The Studios are probably my most hated pencil. They are a finer version of the Derwent Artist. They're as hard as. I think you would have bought the entire stock. Yeah, I know. I don't know what store it was. Thea, hello. Actually, it is on Angie. It has been a week, man, seriously. So I can't go back to work, which is the frustration of it all. Like, you know, I'd planned and picked going back to work, but apparently, you know, getting a doctor to sign something is impossible because they like to go on leave and do all of this kind of stuff and then not fill out things. My insurance case manager she's like, we know it's not you. And I'm like, it's not the point. I said, you know, someone with anxiety likes to plan and get themselves ready for things. And I said, and then things get out of my control happening and not working, and she's just laughing. And so basically she said, yeah, we're just going to call that you're not going back to work officially this year. But how about you go visit? And I went, so I'm just going to go in and visit work. So there's that. Hey, Sue, how's it going? Oh, yeah, the studio are just not nice pencils. But we're going to do it. We're going to be brave. And we're going to do them. But, like, seriously, because they're so hard, there's, like, no pigment. You've got to layer for 5 million days. And I am not a layerer. I am a smusher. I don't layer. I smusher. Mary, hello. How are y'all? So I don't know where I was going with that. So I am picking colours. Just give me a moment. Let's go with them for now. Okay. So pencil case. Where can you go? There. Let's zoom in. So yeah, so I can't officially go back to work, which is great. You're like, awesome, thanks, no worries. But thankfully it's not, you know, anything to do with me. It's to do with doctors and just being painful, trying to get them and get an appointment and stuff. I don't know. Why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. Just get that death grip left hand out. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with these horrible non-pigmented things. So I where was I going with that story? Yeah. So that's all good, well and good. Now, it was the last week for our grade 12s, our seniors, this week. So we had formal and graduation. So formal is our version of the prom. Oh my God, the other day that one pencil on you so much just I'm like, no, I don't do that. Oh, Geraldine, you're funny. You're so sweet. Thank you. You are so kind. Just thank you. Oh, the story gets even more. Like, honestly, I'm sure people just come for the ridiculous stories in my life. Thank you. So that there is, we're going there. And all right, I'm going to go in with May Green. Let's get started on this frog. So I had to do some students' makeup for the prom, the formal. So that was all good. We did all that, and then I ended up going in and watching the arrivals. Had a good cry, because the kids that graduated this year was when I moved to this town 6 years ago. They started grade 7 with me as well, and I've taught some of them every year for 6 years. I've had them for science, Japanese, and psychology, all of that stuff. So I had some tears, and but I went in for the graduation ceremony parade thing on Friday, which is all good. Got up, I actually got dressed up. I put makeup on. Like, seriously, I wasn't in jeans and a Harry Potter t-shirt. It was like, that was scary enough in itself. So it was like, whoa, what's going on there? So did that. Went in, was humaning. Oh, you're doing your story. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Um, and so that was cool. Went in, no worries. Apart from the fact that, I looked like actual teacherish. I ended up putting the key around my neck because I always have my key to the places that I wear on a lanyard around my neck, and that's been my thing my entire teaching career, that switches me on and off from work. As soon as I put the key around my neck, I'm in teacher mode. When I take the key off at the end of the day, I am Tammy, right? It's just a way to separate myself from work. It's one of those strategies to allow, you to have your mind to know we're done with that. Otherwise, it can consume you. So I was all in teacher mode, and went and saw the graduation. No problems, all good. Apart from the fact that I walked outside of my staff room to go down to the graduation, went to step up on a piece of concrete that I have been, stepping up on every day for 6 years. But because I've been away for six months, obviously my perception of how high that step was not good. So I ended up falling over, tripping over, landing on neurons that the girls had, one of the psychology classes had drawn in chalk all over the concrete path the day before. So I had chalk all over my pants and my butt and whatever. So that's all good. So then I continue to go down to the hall for the ceremony. No worries, watch the ceremony. All good. Have a few tears. Super proud of these kids. Great bunch of kids. Love them. I think they're an amazing group. Like some years, like some cohorts, like year groups, we sit there and go, there's nothing too special about them. And then some just resonate more with you. And this was one of those groups that resonate more with you. They're just, as a whole, a great bunch of kids, over 100 beautiful young people. And so watch that. That was all good. And then part of the graduation is they all walk out of the hall and they walk around the school for the last time, and all of the students and teachers line up along the paths as a guard of honor and clap them out, right? Usually an emotional time, super awesome. Love it, right? I love that tradition. So we're doing that, and then one of Em's friends comes up to me while I was with someone, with the first aid person, and she was freaking out because one of her friends had hurt themselves. Now, I didn't hurt myself. I rarely hurt myself. But this person had hurt themselves. And, like, the first aid lady was, this is saying goodbye to all these kids that we've gotten to know. And I went, I'll go up because I needed to see Em anyway, because she just texted me saying, going in with grass green now, by the way, if you keep it up in any way, shape, form. So I went up and I went up to where the student had hurt themselves, and got in, and she had cut up her leg. and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm doing some stuff just crying. So I'm making some jokes about what did it and who did it, and then I started kicking the cabinet that did it, supposedly, and all of that kind of stuff, just to get her mind off being upset. But it wasn't anything that had actually cut her. It was herself. So disclaimer, this is adult. Oh, Atlanta, thank you very much. Thank you. So just I'll say thank you, and then I'll put the disclaimer up, okay? Because it's going to be an adult conversation. Thank you. So just a disclaimer. This is an adult page channel. But anyway, so this girl had, she's obviously going through some issues, and was stressed and made some choices about releasing some pain. And so got that. And then I managed to get her down to first aid and getting some things sorted. And then she just continued to show me how much pain she had released. And, I haven't been at work for 6 months. So generally I'm used to this. Students feel safe to tell me things like this. But I was just like, it took I had to get back into work mode and deal with this young person. And it rocked me for 6, hey. It just and also the fact that this young person is known to my kid and so forth. And it was just yeah. And so then, obviously M was upset as well. And then I had to come home and process all of that, which is also why I didn't stream on Friday night. So thanks, Angie. So it was full on. And then also the fact that, seriously, I need to just buy all new appliances because my washing machine blew up this week. And I pulled it apart trying to find it and fix it, but it ended up being the drain pump and whatever. But I'll get a new washing machine at some point. But at the moment, I can use it like an outdoor washing machine. I feel like I'm back in the 50s with the outdoor ringers because I can run it through the wash cycle. It's just the drainage pump's not working. So I can run it through a cycle and then I can hand drain it, run it through the rinse cycle, hand drain it, whatever. So I just, at this point, can't afford a new washing machine. So I've just got to wait a few weeks until I get some pay in and stuff. And and it's just been, I just sitting there just going, seriously? Well, why does, and you just got to laugh at life sometimes. You just sit there and go, yeah, whatever. And to top it off, apart from the fact, oh, yeah, Atlanta, very, very different. High school, yeah. Mind you, I'm not one. I wouldn't be very good with a preschool kid that had fallen over and grazed the knee and the world is ending because I'm like, is it bleeding? Yeah. Well, then I better cut it off. That's how I deal with. If it's not bleeding, I don't care. Go away. So, yeah, I'd be no good with the younger ones. But yeah, so I'm like. And then I made the decision because having 6 months at home, man, and not trying to get my stress and all of that, I started smoking again. And I have gotten so heavy and it's so expensive, which is why I couldn't afford a washing machine and things because I've been wasting money on cigarettes. So, and I've always said, the minute I have to choose between putting food on the table or having a cigarette, it's done. So basically, I just stopped on Tuesday. But because I've been smoking so heavily, the withdrawals have been a lot more obvious this time. Like super jittery, all over the place. My brain's all over the place. My moods, oh my God, I swear. Shit, yeah, you got it, Evelyn. Good, hello, darling. Yeah, don't. I'll cut it off if it's split. Yeah, I'll cut it off. So I just, I I'm like, you breathe wrong for the last few days, and I'll destroy you. So I feel like I've got like ADHD, OCD, manic bipolar, whatever it all is with these nicotine withdrawals. I had the shakes. Friday I was just useless. I was like this. I can't focus on it. Couldn't focus on actually getting anything done. Like something that normally would take me 10 minutes took me like 3 hours because my brain just wasn't focusing. So I was just like, I'm like, ah. But I think I'm kind of on the tail end of it, except for the fact that, I yelled at the girls yesterday for breathing wrong. Kind of. I'm just lucky that they're half understanding of my insanity. The joys of it. Oh God, I hate these pencils. So that's been my week. I'm sure there's more to my stories. I just can't remember. I don't know. Oh, let's added bonus while we're doing the frogs. I come home from the formal, watching the kids arrival at the formal, and there was a baby little tree frog up on the deck. So with Miss Piggy, I have no idea what the genders of my frogs are, but the one that lives on the back deck's Miss Piggy. The one that lives on the front deck is Kermit. They occasionally hang out together on the back deck. But there was a baby one. So I've become an official grandparent to a baby frogger, which we have decided to name Nemo because he was the surviving one. So yes. So I do have a baby frogger, little baby tree frog. He's so cute. Yeah, and they got it out because we always used to joke occasionally when we saw them together on the same deck, we'd be like, you're getting lucky tonight, Kermit. But yeah, but we had our baby tree frog. So the tree frogs, like our tree frogs can live up to like 30, 40 years. And they generally very territorial. So they stay in the same spot. So if I have to move from here, I'll have to let the new people know that we've got resident tree frogs and hope that they're not people that are going to be like petrified by the fact that we've got some resident tree frogs. So yes. Yeah, vaping, yeah. I'm like, nah, I'm just like, why get into another habit? I'm like, no, I'm just I was like, no, I'm done. I am one of those people that when I decide I'm done, I'm done. It's just having to go through the withdrawals is painful on everyone. All right, going in with sap green. So yeah, I don't know. So yes, I got a new baby tree frog guy. Tree frog, and it's so cute. And just hope I don't smush on him. But the good thing is he's hanging out with Miss Piggy on the back deck, and I tend not to stand on them on the back deck. It's if they're out on the front deck, and I go out at night time and don't turn on the deck light, and because Kermit hangs out at the door, I have a stand on them. So yeah, so I've got my buffalo guy, and it's like, oh, so cute. And then we're going to lose another one of our little ratties. Luna's at the end of her life. Mind you, she's done awesome. Like, she's 3 years. She's she's at the limit for a little rat. So, and she's she's smashed it right up until the end. So, but yeah, she's nearing her end. She's had a stroke and a little bit slower, so we don't have her for much longer. And then Casper, oh my God, Casper, and he has cost me a fortune. So whatever he's done to his face, whether he's ended up getting it, I don't even know if it was. So basically, I had him in a cone for the cone of shame for a week, and I got in and cleaned it all off yesterday and pulled off all of the hair and stuff from the sore on his face and all of that good stuff. And then I went down to the pet store and got the extra good lice and mites and mange, everything, because I don't know what's bothering him. I don't honestly know. So I've just given him doses of everything and hope that I can fix him, because his skin is a mess. I got him on good food, and that made a difference to him 12 months ago. But I don't know whether it's with summer coming and just something he might be allergic to in the pollen or what. I honestly, I don't know what it is that causes it. But he's just a mess. So he's bald on one side of his face. Timothy. Oh, really? That's hilarious, Sue. Mary, that's lovely. I like when the kids like to help. Yeah, it's great. That's like me when I pull out one of my books and I go to color it in, and then it's been colored in by somebody at some point, and I just go, okay. Oh, could you have at least tried to stay in the lines? I get you. So yeah, so there's my weekly roundup. She's been fun. Oh, and then so Saturday nights is movie night. So you'll always notice that. No, he can't get into the trash, Ashley. It's outside. I love it. Yes, thankfully the tree frogs are not inside. Although we used to have one in the thing. I have to tell you the story, however. Oh, my ex brother-in-law. So he lived in a shed house, which is a common thing to do here in Australia. I don't know if it is in. I mean, I lived in a shed house for a while, but basically, just a colorbond shed that's kind of kitted out, and you big open space, basically shed house, right? And so, but in his shed house, there was a resident tree frog that lived there, and he mostly hung out in the speakers of the sound system. That was his main hideout place. That's where he had a rest during the day and stuff. And he was just part of the house. And my brother-in-law accidentally ran over him one day, reversing into the shed house, and he felt so bad. He took him to the vet. took the frog to the vet because he's like, oh my God, I've run over this frog. Because they live for so long. They become part of your life. Yeah, so you never come back. It's hilarious. Oh, you would hate Australia then. And so he took it to the vet, and it was fine. Like, he was fine. The vet, they checked him over, and he was fine. But I love that this is just it's not an actual pet, but they do become part of your life, because yeah. Oh, see, you're freaking out. I see how the man. Gosh, I sit there like I was telling you the other day. You'd go to the toilet up north, and you'd look in, and you'd go, "Oh, it's a frog. Yeah, I can live with that." You sit there and go, "All right, got a couple of redbacks around, but they're not right where my butt cheek's going to go." Now I can live with that. The snakes in the toilet, that's my line. I'm like, no, I'll go pee outside. Like when you go to Camp Loos and stuff and things, you just gotta, and good old long drops, you kind of take them for what they are. All right, I'm gonna go in with a brown because I don't think if I do another green, I'm nearly at the end of the layering ability of these studios. For me, anyway, because I am me. All right. You're a soft southerner. Yeah, see, I'm tough northerner. I'm built tough. All right. I'm going to go with chocolatto. Chocolatto. So my little tree frog, he has brown markings. So my tree frogs are brown marked. So we're going to bring in some of that brown marking. Yeah, you're going to go brown after talking long. Literally chocolate too. Chocolate logs. Be wary of the chocolate logs when you're swimming in the creeks. Growing up in the bush, you gotta love it. Oh, real? Actually, you're hilarious. Geckos. Ours a name. We've got James. We've got James Charles and Jeffrey Star are our geckos. Our house geckos. If you hadn't figured, I pretty much name everything. Hey, country girl. Um, I pretty much name everything that lives in my house. The only things that get kicked out of my house are cockroaches. Okay, we don't do cockroaches. I don't like cockroaches because to me that's dirty. So cockroaches need to leave. But other than that, and flies, but you're never going to get rid of flies in Queensland, and mosquitoes. But other than that, I don't care who you. I'm happy to have what is all in my house. Um, so yeah, I don't even get rid of the daddy long legs or anything. And if I do decide that I need to clean the webs and stuff, I move them outside. I don't get rid of. I don't hurt them. I just relocate them outside, and then they come back in and redo it. But we play that game. Oh, nice. Um, I'm assuming NC is North Carolina. Ah, I don't know what NC is. I'm talking to an Aussie here. Yeah, Evelyn, I take in all the strays. That's what I'm known for here. Don't have a home? Go to Tammy's. She'll take you. I'm sure that's what all of the wildlife do too. They're like, yeah, go there. She's cool. She won't kill you. Hang out there for a bit. So I act all big and tough, but I'm a big softy for living things. Oh, that was the story I was gonna do. Yeah. And yeah. Then carry the machine. Sue, I love it. I'm kind of Oklahoma. Okay, Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm on Instagram. Amazon Tammy 11. Um, yeah, I follow you as well. Um, we do have a version of sugar gliders, but we can't keep them as pets. They are our possums, our version of the sugar gliders. They are a protected species, so they aren't allowed to be kept as pets. But that being said, I have a possum in my roof. Well, I did, and you aren't allowed to remove them. Um, and if you do remove them, you can only remove them within 20 meters from your home. So a licensed person can only remove them 20 meters. They're going to come straight back to your roof anyway. So you just deal with it. But yeah, we have our version of the sugar gliders and stuff. But yeah, we can't. They're not allowed to be kept as pets. Although we did have, like, I think I've told you the story of the fruit bat that a friend of the family had when I was growing up, that they rescued when he was little, and he just never left. All right, so I'm coming back in with that May green now and just running over the whole lot. Um, that was fun. Yeah. All right, Chroma Flow. Yeah, there you go. I'm never bothered. I'm not bothering with Chroma Flow. I'm not paying that money for 24 pencils. So if they get more, I'll think about it. But so my Black Widows should hopefully be here this week. So there'll be something coming up about that. Hey, Junket. That's But yeah, so Saturday nights is movie nights. Man, I'm just talking. Yeah, King Halftail. I haven't had it. This is what I've been for a whole week. My brain is all over. Oh, you got to watch Sugar Glider. Renee has Sugar Gliders as well. If you Missy, if you go to my colouring corner with Renee, she has pet Sugar Gliders. But I brain again scattered. This has been my week scattered, more than normal. Oh, last night, that's where I was. So Saturday nights is movie night. So Georgia and I hang out, watch a movie. So yes, she generally picks the movies. So she picked a soppy movie last night that I bawled my eyes out, like, you know. Anyway, I don't know if you've ever seen it. 5 Feet Apart. It's got Cole Sprouse in it. Jughead from Riverdale. It was all right just watching him. Always weird when you're watching them play teenagers, knowing that they're not actually teenagers, and it's okay to look at them and think that they're hot. It's also scary when you're sitting there with your 12-year-old discussing how cute the guy is. And I'm saying, well, at least he's closer in age to me than you. But anyway, so we watched that. Oh my God, I was bawling my eyes out. Absolutely. Ah, nice. Nice. If they were on sale, absolutely. Oh, cats are playing with Della. Hello, Della. Playing with a scorpion. Ooh, okay. No, not so fun. But, I had a cat once. I loved it. This cat was hilarious. She was useless. She was a princess cat. Oh, yeah, she does. Yeah, Missy, yeah, she is. I think she's got 2 or 3 sugar gliders. I can't remember how many. Um, oh, really, Mary? Oh, no. I would, oh, yeah, no, you'd never be able to visit me. I live in a menagerie. Like, literally in my house, there are a dog, 2 cats, 2 rats. I've got 3 chooks that they wander around doing whatever they want. That's the actual pets that I physically look after. And then I've got the frogs, the geckos, the whatever else that just the birds, whatever else that find their way into my life. Oh, Chloe, yeah, I've heard you talk about them on your channel. It's cute as. You've even shown some photos of them occasionally. They're so cute. But yeah, we've got very strict rules, especially up here in Queensland. Like, we're not even allowed to have a rabbit as a pet in Queensland. So Queenslanders that head down to New South Wales where they're allowed to have rabbits, if they go into a pet store and they go, "Can we just hold the rabbit?" They'll be like, "You're a Queenslander, aren't you?" Because yeah, we're not, and we're not allowed to have like certain reptiles or birds or anything like that. Like, it's very difficult to get the licensing and stuff to have them. Um, but yeah, so I watched this 5 Feet Apart movie. Oh my gosh, it was about 65 roses. Sorry, cystic fibrosis. Um, I don't know if you guys call it 65 roses overseas as well. The fundraising thing for cystic fibrosis is called 65 roses. Um, but yeah, it was about two young teenagers, well, that had cystic fibrosis and couldn't be near each other. Otherwise, they could, but they fall in love. Blah blah blah. But anyway, oh my gosh, bawling my eyes out. Well, there's a rabbit family living under the yeah, it totally counts. Oh. Yeah, so um, I gonna come back in with a bit more chocolate. Um, we'll just see if I can force some layers onto this page. I'm just gonna make it. I'm just gonna tear up the paper. It's actually nice paper. It's nice thick paper in this book, by the way. It's actually really nice paper. Oh, the runny egg dream. I made runny eggs the other night too. Just saying. Um, yeah. But it's just been a week. So hopefully my scatterbrainness reduces a little bit this week. I mean, I'm now what? I haven't had a smoke since Tuesday morning. It's Sunday morning. So we're 5 days in. I'm nearly at the end of it. It usually takes about a week for the full withdrawals to be over. I love runny eggs. Oh, eggs and soldiers. Oh, I made eggs and soldiers for lunch. Yeah, that sounds like I haven't had eggs and soldiers for ages. Yeah. But yeah, I've got to go do some washing later, and it's going to be interesting feeling like I'm an old lady doing all this, you know. Mind you, I don't have to do any of the hand wringing or anything. It's just going to have to stop the machine after the wash cycle, the rinse cycle, and spin cycle. The machine still all does it all for me. But that's like, feels like hand washing. So yeah, I'm going to go do that later. Fun. But I did try to fix it. But I, at last, could not. All right, I'm going to come in. I'm going to find a bit of yellow. Let's go with primrose yellow. Where you be? There, that one. Let's come in with you. I don't know if there's even any layering left, but I'm going to throw a bit of primrose yellow just over the highlighty bits. Oh, really? He 59. Oh my gosh, Terrelyn. That is just that is incredible that he made it to the age of 59. That is just, did he end up having to have a transplant or anything? Like, that's just incredible to make it to 59 and yes, to have children. Wow. It's like my stepsister has MS, and she's nearly made it to 40, but she won't be, sadly won't be long lived, which is always hard. It's hard to watch my stepfather, you know, having lost a child. I am dreading the day that he does lose her, because it's never easy. All right, there we go. All right, we've done a frog. Done a frog. Let's give him some yellow, red eyes. Red eyes? You reckon red eyes? Let's go for red eyes. I don't know, what colour eyes do tree frogs have? I don't actually pay that much attention. You watched your Koei Mood pencils, or you swatched your Koei Nor pencils, Evelyn? I mean, I'm just going to read it as you swatched your Koei Nor pencils. Nice. Very nice. Oh yeah, Evelyn, I get, yeah. Well, I'd gotten ridiculous. Like, I was literally like nearly 30, 40 a day, and considering that, that's $60. No, there was a it just had to stop. It was ridiculous. My phone I'm on my phone, so the messages are teeny tiny. I love it. I don't know. We'll go with some ready orange color. Let's go with that. Let's go Spectrum Orange. Mind you, not that anything that's in these are actual red, but anyway. Can you tell I love these pencils? Can you feel the love? Orange or red? Oh, good. So I've got orange or red. Can you feel the love that I have for these pencils? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, Terrell, that would have just been, yeah. So I've got Spectrum Orange. Please no one follow along with me. And just so you know, I'm not going to recommend the studios to anyone. However, I have seen people do phenomenal work for them. Jazza, oh my God, these are his favourite pencils. But they are not mine. All right, let's come in with Madder Carmine. I'm back with a little bit of the chocolate. Evelyn, you fall asleep all you want to, sweetheart. You don't have to try. You go to sleep if you need to. Gosh, I don't take offense. I fall asleep on people all the time. I'll be like talking to someone in a stream, and the next minute I'm gone. Bye bye. Sleepy time for me. Oh. There we go. We got some eyeballs. Eyeballs. All right. There we go. Froggy. Hey. How's it going? Was that good? Hey. You've extended your name out. How have I never not noticed that? You've added craft color art to the end. I like it. Like it. Like it. What was it? What's the time? Jeez, I've been going an hour. No, have I been going an hour or 2 hour? Oh, an hour. Look at that. An hour and I've done a frog. Aren't you proud of me? Oh. All right. I'm going to have a break and I'm going to show you the latest album I've been working on. I'm up to the fancy frilly stuff, which means I've put it away because I don't like doing the fancy frilly stuff. But anyway, so this is my Australia themed one. So the brain, we've been talking about Australia, so I figured I'll show you this. So this is I've done this as an Australian road trip thing. So big thing in Australia, grey nomads or even opportunities. I know some people that do it when their kids are young too. Take a year off and drive around Australia. What time is it here? It is, for me, 8 a.m. So it is 8 a.m. But there we go. So we've got I love a sunburnt country. So I've put that on. I've kept the outside pretty plain. And I've made it like opening up the shed doors and looking out. That was my whole idea with the front of it. So it's like opening up the shed doors and looking outside. The rusted corrugated iron and all of that. That's the outside of it. And then let's bring it on in. So I've done the fancy frilly stuff on about 3 pages, and then I was like, I don't want to do it anymore, so I put it away for a bit. Yeah, no worries, Rosalind. Okay, so this is the first page. All right. And it's road trip, obviously. So open this up, and in here I've made some like little booklets to write stuff in. I just haven't finished decorating them. So it's not, like I said, the fancy frilly stuff isn't done yet. And then opening it up, there's some pockets here and down here. This is a problem. I don't have enough room to show these. But yeah, so there's a pocket down here as well. But there's just a big map of Australia. So that's the front thing, like brochures and all can go in the pockets and stuff like that. So that's the first inside cover page. I really just need someone to come do the fancy stuff because I'm just like, I like building it. I don't mind putting the papers on. I just don't want to do all the decoration. I'm like, it's not my thing. It's like effort, like putting all of this stuff on. I'm like, don't want to. All right. Then we got this one here. Okay, so this one opens up like that. And then this pulls out, it's a little photo card. The pocket, this comes down. Another little pocket there. I'm just going to put that back in so I don't lose it. And then that opens up. And then we've got some more places there that we can put things. Like that. And then this is a big pocket too with big photo mats. Oh, show. Okay. Oh, yeah. So that people actually understand. That's a good idea, Angie. I will do that. Hold on. I'll go back to that map and I'll show people so they actually understand. All right. Okay. I'll give people examples of where we all are. All right. So this is me here. That's where I am. Angie is down here and Belinda. They live there. Roslyn lives here. So that's where Roslyn is. Aspie lives around here. And who else can we think of? My colourful country life, Karen, she's around here too. Who else could we think about? It's all right, Jamie. Talk to your son. He takes priority. So yeah, so that's it's I think they're the main one. I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah, so that gives you an idea. So to drive from here to here would be 2 full days, like constant driving, like 14-hour days to drive from thing. But it takes about 3 hours on a plane. Meow, 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 meow. But that gives you a bit of an idea. I grew up there. So that's where I grew up in North Queensland, in inland, in the bush. So that's where I grew up. And so now I've moved down to here. Oh, hello, Winchester. Show them how far a 14-hour car ride is. Okay, so a 14-hour car ride. So it takes me 14 hours to go from here to visit my mum. So when I say I'm driving up to see my mum, I always drive. So that is a 14-hour car ride. That far. So to get to Angie, boom, boom. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, yeah, Rosalind's about halfway between us. She there. She there. But yeah, so that's gives you a bit of an idea of where we are in our great land, in our great southern land. Now it's like me putting things back together. There we go. All right. Okay, let's go back to this page now. So we'd gotten to this point. We'd undone this. Bum, 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 bum. Bum. I needed to undo that because that's actually the thing that holds together. Because so we'd shown this part. And then it opens up now this way. And we got some pockets in there with some more photo mats, and then a big thing off to the side where you can add some more photos. So that's that page. And inside are like pockets that will eventually you'll be able to put things into inside each page, but I haven't got to them yet. All right, then on this one. So this one is a pocket with some photo mats in there. Whatever you wanted to put in there, brochures, whatever, as you drive around Australia. Australia, mate. But they're in there. Australia. Australia. And like me trying to see what I'm doing, put things back is always the mission. All right. And then there's just a whole bunch of pockets down here. So that you can put things in. There's a little booklet for photos and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's this one. All right. Veggie, mate. Yeah, the papers are awesome. I love these papers. Okay, stay up. All right. And then over to this one. So we've got here, these all pop out. So they're all like little things that you can put like little pictures on. So that all of those squares pop out, and then these squares pop out too. So they pop out. And then this will slide and this will open. Okay, I'm just going to take that off. All right. And then we come into this, a big pocket there. So this is where I've kind of stopped decorating. So you'll notice that I've kind of gone, I'm kind of over it now. These are some little tuck spots so you can like put things up in underneath there and hold them there. That kind of stuff. So, like that. And then we open up into here, a couple of pockets. And then we've got our waterfall page. Pocket down the bottom. And then this is to journal on or add little photos of what's on each page, so you can actually write, like, the big pineapple kind of thing. But yeah, so that's that one. right. So that's that page. Then we get over to this page. So this page has got some like acetate photo pockets at the front, so you can put things in there. You're bloody brilliant. Bloody brilliant, I tell you. So this is held together with like twine and stuff, and it's got a little turtle on it. But you can tell this is kind of where I was like decorating, and then I went, F it. In here are all sideway pockets, and I do have like little booklets to go in each one, but they're out to be decorated, and I haven't done them. I'm kind of like, And then there's a big pocket back here that also holds big photos. So 8 by 10 is the biggest photo you could get in this album. That's it, Nisi. I know. That's what kind of where I'm like, I'm going to keep buying papers. And then I'm like, oh, wait. But yeah, so that's, there we go. So that's that one. And then over to this one. This one opens up. And then, see, you can tell I haven't decorated. I pulled it the wrong way. There you go. So this goes that way. I got like things, and then this is what I get for pulling it the wrong way. And then this one goes this way. So lots of little places, and then there are all pockets in behind it too. So you can store bigger photos in there as well. Okay, I like that. Okay, so that's that page. All right. Yeah, we're nearly done. Next page is this one here. So in here is place to store things, but it's also a little notepad. Made a little notepad, so you can add things as you're doing. Like I've been here, I've been everywhere, man. And then this opens up, more places, and then this pops up. So there's like, you can put little things in there. And then there's a little pocket down here. So there's that page. And then we're up to the last one. So this one is just a big photo pocket. So you get heaps in here. Yeah, there are some origami things in here, absolutely. I can't do things without origami. And then this page here is the states. So we've got a pocket there, and then we've got Queensland, WA, South Australia, Victoria, New South Wales, Northern Territory, Tassie. So place for all the different states that will get visited as you do your travels. So I was like, I got to include a place for all of the main states. I didn't put in the ACT or anything like that, but no worries, Missy. It's all good. But yeah, so that's the album. I just gotta, like I said, I've just got to finish adding the finishing touches to it. But I love the sunburnt country, a land of sweeping plains. So, yeah. Well, I'm hoping so, Atlanta. I'm hoping that people do buy them, because I don't need them all. But I figured people at road trip, like I said, doing a road trip is just because they're the actual national country. I know, it's funny that it's Canberra. So I hopefully people do things like that. I'm currently, I've got to do the girls' advent calendar, but I come up with a design yesterday and it actually worked, and I'm super happy. For another Japanese inspired one. So I've started another Japanese inspired one, but I was like, I really wanted shoji screen doors, so to be able to open the screen doors, and I figured out. It's kept me up at 3 a.m. trying to figure out how to do it, and like I haven't finished it obviously, but I've basically worked out how to turn a page into sliding shoji screens. How cool is that? I'm like, yes, I worked it out. I was like, but I haven't finished it. They will be connected so that when you push one, they'll all slide down to the end. But I just haven't finished. I was building it yesterday playing. But yeah, can't wait to finish this one off. But yeah, it's like shoji screen. I love it. Anyway, let's get back to colouring. Thanks. All right. Okay. Where to put my pencils? There they are. Okay. Let's do some olive green and cedar green. And we'll do these, I assume they're reeds. All right, let's go in with olive green. Reeds, sticks, twigs of some sort. I won't do all of them, but we'll do some of them. I'll zoom back in. Oh, you're an idiot, Tammy. All right. Don't travel anymore. Yeah, army brat. They'd put you off. I'm a homebody too, but I like to travel. But mainly because it makes me appreciate home. Like I love coming home. I love going places, but I love coming home. If that makes sense. Right. Who is an idiot? Me. Always an idiot. That's me complimenting myself. When I'm frustrated at myself, I like, you idiot, Timmy. You're idiot. All right. Let's come in with a bit of cedar green. And a bit of yeah, no, I wasn't insulting anyone, Jamie. I was insulting myself. That's different. If I'm nice to myself, something's wrong. I don't know what it's like elsewhere in the world, but in Australia, if you're nice to people, you don't like them. In Australia, you've got to pay. If you're paying people out and like making fun of them, you actually like them, as in an appropriate way. Like I'm not meaning nasty, making fun of them, but like just joshing around. So I tell you, I say to people, if I'm actually really nice to people, oh, you have Michael calls in here and he says, "Oh, an Aussie, yeah, I'm an Aussie too." Aussie. All right, in with bronze. Oh yeah, you pay me out, Andy. I was going to say what we pay each other out all the time. Mess with each other. It's all good. All right. Where is that olive green? Back in with that olive green. Okay, so that's the sticky reedy things. And yeah, most of the people that you love. That's it. It's like, man, I'm gonna just be like, yeah. All right. Let's go. Burnt sienna. Vendic brown. Burn umber. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the burnt sienna. Casper, can you not, please? Thanks. Nothing more irritating than the sound of a dog having a gnaw on himself. Irritating. Oh, Andy, you need to go home and sleep after. Man, you're gonna, I don't know, you're gonna have to change your routine because you're gonna come up and visit me and you'll be awake and I'll be like sleeping, and then I'll be sleeping and you and well, I'll be awake and you be sleeping. And bugger trying to sleep during the day here in up north. Oh, ugh. Too hot. All right. Let's come in with a bit of Vendic brown. I'm just putting this in random locations. You're not going to see too much because of all of the dark line work. But I just don't want the same color brown all the way through it. And then in with a hey Renee, how's it going? I just missed you. I woke up and by the time I had humans, you'd finished this morning. So this is what, burn umber. Sorry, signed out. You okay? You wasn't even finished when you finished. That's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, by the end of a stream, I'm the same. I'm like, and you've missed me explaining the fact that my brain is just not working this week very well anyway. So yeah, I get you. All right, back over with the, what did I use? Burnt sienna. Okay, I'm gonna just lightly use that burnt sienna to go over this moss, but only lightly because I'm gonna come in with a bright green. But I don't want it to just all be bright green. Yeah. Yeah, probably, and that would, at that point, after being awake for so long, probably wouldn't be refreshing. Okay. I'm going to come in with some grass green. I'm going to do my good old scribble technique. Hey, Heather. Hey, Mandy. Woo! Oh gosh, yeah, I've got to. I don't need to grow sweet day, but I got to do wash on in my outdoor laundry. Love it. Scribble it just a little bit. You want to see us scribble it just a little bit. So yeah, so I'm going to open, basically I got to go up my butt, but I'm going to open an Etsy store, and I'll put those albums on the Etsy store, and we'll see if some people buy them. All right, going to come in with mineral green. No good sitting here in my house. What? You're going to go? I thought, oh, that's why he said Heather. Oh, that's why I said Heather, and I'm thinking, oh, I must have missed it. It's all right. There you go. Oh, it's all right. She might be liking anyway. So, hey, Heather. Love you. It's all good. I'll say hello to everyone. I'll say hello to, oh, Shannon, my heart. Anyway, and Tonya, Mary, Emily. All the people are busy doing their life stuff. I get that. Hello to you all, Angela, everyone that's doing the Loki McGurky. going to bring in a bright yellow. Let's go for zinc yellow. Oh, look. Shannon. Oh, there you go. See? I knew you'd be like him again. Hey. Love you. Hope you're doing okay, sweetheart. You're cooking dinner and listening to me ramble. It's been one of those days where I've just been in full ramble mode. It's like my brain is working at like 5 million miles an hour. And my mouth's trying to keep up. All right. Come in with a little bit more of that mineral green. So I want the moss to look different to the frog. There's a lot of green in this image. Tree frog, moss, reeds, leaves. Rowing along in quicksand. Yep. I got you, sweetheart. It has been that week. Yeah. But you'll make it. You'll make it out the other side. You got the strength and the perseverance to push through it. And the faith. Yesterday was humid as. So I'm in southeast Queensland now. I used to be up in North Queensland. That was humid. But yeah, I'm in the Fraser Coast, so it's not so bad. But it was a bit humid yesterday. Today seems to be quite nice. We'll see what happens. Better. It's a different green now. To the frogamagogy. Picking pineapples. That's it. I am. There's pineapple. There's a pineapple farm. More just around about. There's actually heaps of pineapple farms around my place. I go out to visit my dad's and I just drive along and see pineapples. Lots of pineapples. I am a Queenslander. Banana bender, indeed. All right, let's do leafness on his head. Okay, let's come in with that spectrum orange, which is going to tie in with the eyes of the frog. So trying to bring in some balance. Yeah, pineapple's great fresh. Snap off the top. Have a good whiff. I nearly went to buy a pineapple the other day, but the girls were like, "Nah, I don't feel like pineapple," and I'm like, "Oh." Yeah. Let's bring in some of that Matacaman. Oh, Morton Baby. Yeah, they're good. That'll be Christmas time. Christmas time, I always go get some bugs and some prawns. Mm. Yum, yum, yum. That's my treat to myself because I can't eat much. So I go get some prawns and some bugs, and I do thoroughly enjoy them on Christmas Day. And everyone's like, "You eat bugs?" You right, I do. They're basically super fat. I was going to call them yabbies. What do you guys call them? Crayfish, crawfish, or something. Yeah. Yummy. Now I want bugs. Seafood store's not open on Sunday. Yeah, but they're not as big as a lobster. But yeah. Olive green. I prefer bugs to lobster anyway. I think bugs have better flavour. Azra, hello. Nice. That's good that you're going back to work. That's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, you guys call them crawfish, basically. Yeah, there's like so many different names for them. Bugs. Bugs. I'm just going to go bug. All right, let's go in with that burnt sienna. So usually when I get to this part of the page, I try to pull in colors that I've already used elsewhere, and start to incorporate them. Like I try not to pick too many more colors out. Like I will probably for the mouse, but I start to try and pick colors out that I've already used, so that we're not overwhelming the page with color and also tying in different things. So this is chocolate. So usually by about this stage of an image, I work from what I've already got pulled out. I hope that makes sense. I'll pull out things for special things, but generally I try to work with what I've already got. Yeah, I know. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, yabby is a freshwater, my big fat freshwater prawn. Yeah. But you can also get saltwater yabbies. Like I used to go yabby pumping down at the beach. So you can get salties too. I don't like, but I'm not a big fan of any freshwater seafood. You can keep all your freshwater seafood. I want salty seafood. All right. Salt makes things good. Burnt sienna. Where's my Vendic brown? Oh, I don't care. I'll eat any kind of seafood, Angie. I'm like, honestly, when it comes to seafood, I'm not too super fussy. Just don't give me like, you know, freshwater fish because it all tastes like mud. But other than that, I'm like, love it all. All right, chocolate. All right. Primrose yellow torpo trout. I don't. Yeah, no, no, no. There's salt trout. There's saltwater trout. I love trout. Like you give me a coral trout, and I'll be your friend forever. Oh, coral trout, red emperor. Oh no. So there's good trout, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a huge. Like, don't get me wrong. I will eat freshwater fish. It's not my preferred when it comes to the seafoodness. Oh yeah, I love when I go up to my stepdad's and like if he's gone out and I raid, we get to have some reef fish. Like you can so tell I'm a Queenslander in the fact that I don't even rate barra in my top fish. Like barramundi, meh, give it a leave it. Especially freshwater barramundi, you can definitely leave that. But but yeah, I'd take flake over barra. So that shows how spoilt I have been by fishing at the reef all my life. That I sit there and go barra. Yeah, seriously, nah. Back with that primrose yellow. Where did that chocolate go? Oh, actually, no, I'll do burn umber. It's coming in with that bit of that burn umber. It's not me. Right. Where's my brush? Where's my brush? Yeah, that's it. They're bottom feeders. They're gross. I'm not a fan of them. Oh yeah, and Azra, honestly, if it's a good sushi restaurant, if you do try the sushi, be brave and try the raw seafood because once you have good like raw fish and raw squid and stuff, it's 1,000 times better than the cooked stuff. Um, like, oh, so good. But you've got to kind of be a little bit brave to give it a go. All right, primrose yellow over on these bushels. And in with a bit of the zinc yellow. Taco. I love taco. Sorry, taco is octopus. Takoyaki. Grilled octopus. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Octopus ball. Oh, I just love it. Love it. All right. A little bit of burnt sienna. And I'll come back in with that primrose. No. Don't even know who that is. So, no. Sorry, Atlanta. No. I am lucky that a lot of my coloured pencil work stuff I learned from one of, best coloured pencil artists I've ever seen. So, and he does like cheap workshops where you just donate $2. So, and bring a plate of nibblies, and he's a happy person, and he shares his knowledge, which is really good. Oh, yeah, background in coloured pencil, that'd be fun. Mind you, I'll probably do this background in coloured pencil, but it's not huge. So, burnt sienna. I like the fact that it's got a nice little border here. This is achievable. If it was the whole page, different thing. Vendic Brown. No, wait, no, that's not it. Where are you? There you go. And then I'm going to run over the top of that with the primrose. It's coming with a bit of burnt umber, just in under the shading areas. Okay. I reckon. What do you reckon his cape needs to be? What colour should I do his cape? Pencil strokes. Yeah, Mandy, I'm really lucky. If you ever get a chance, look up Kevin Rogers. He's an artist. He is just the nicest man. And his work is like, he's been featured in Coloured Pencil magazine, and he's incredible. But just a genuinely nice man. Right, I'm going to come in with primrose yellow while we decide what colour the cape's going to be. And I'm going to just do a little bit in the ear. This is Madder Carmine, but I didn't want it red, so that's why I'd use the primrose yellow to knock it back a little bit. Basically, I'm too lazy to pull out a pink. Red, blue. Oh. Yeah, we got a red and we got a blue. That were the two colours I was trying to lean between too. So, what's that loud bird? Angie will tell you. Bird. Have a good old chat out there. I don't know. There's a bunch of them. Hold on, I'm having a look. I can't see them. I don't know. They're in the trees, having a chatter. Go red then for me. Whatever. But then I'm like, blue would be a nice contrast. I haven't bought any blues in, and I'm going to have that in sky. No, I'm going to go blue. After all that. Just saying. Going blue. All right. Oh, yeah, the Fuies are nice, Bud Azra. I like my Fuies. So, boss. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go in turquoise blue. Then I've got Oriental Blue. Yeah, I got the 200. They're nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's lorikeets. This no, no, they're nice. It's birds. They become white noise for me. But I miss them when they're not there. Like if I get up super early and I go out and it's too early for the birds and it's quiet, it just seems wrong. And then in with a little bit of Prussian blue. Your fingers have just like, oh yeah, that's my brain. Yeah, I thought there might have been a lark there. Especially the one that's wobbling away out there. Uh, Back in with that turquoise blue. All right. Oh, little owl. That's so cute. Oh. I love it. Love it. I love the birds in New Zealand because they don't really have any natural predators. They're awesome. Such a difference from to Australia. Go over there and it's like, yeah, not many things that'll kill you. Come to Australia, everything will kill you. And yeah, I love it. All right. I think I'm going to go grey mouse. Just so he looks different. So we'll do the mouse and then I'll go. All right, let's come in with some French grey. Corey, hello. And Corey's got her chicken challenge. I was telling, I giggle every time I see that. The chicken challenge. I'm gonna have to set an alarm to wake up for that. Oh no, that was this morning. Oh poo, I thought it was tomorrow morning. I'll have to go back and watch it. How did the chicken challenge go? Oh, I love my little willy wagtails. They're beautiful. No, Mandy's in New Zealand. She's honestly, again, I don't know, everywhere in the world's beautiful, but New Zealand, there's just something about it. Beautiful. Yeah, you couldn't see any of that, but I promised I put some kind of grey down there. It's just, it's studios. So pigment is an option. All right, gunmetal. Chicken Chella is tomorrow. Oh, it is. Good, good, good. Awesome. Oh, good. I'll have to set alarm because I know it's like 3 a.m. or something for me. Um, I did see it come up in my like, and I'm like, oh, I've got to wake up for that. And then I was like, oh, was that this morning? Chicken challenge. I love it. Funny. Except it'll be so early in the morning, I won't be able to get my chooks to come in. Yeah, some of the sheep, maybe if you're lucky. Oh yeah, Dusty Doyle. He was awesome. Yes. Wow. I've coloured this. I've been so slack. All right, let's come in with black because maybe with some black, I might get some pigment. Maybe might get some grey. You can tell I love these pencils. Corey, love you. I'm working with pencils I hate because the D's. I could have worked with other D's, but I decided to work with pencils I hate. You would hate these. Well, actually, no. You would love these because you like the artists for Oh no, it's Pro Colors you like for hair, but you like the artists for hair. The studios would be good for hair because it's the thin straights, but hate them. Hate them. And yet I've seen people do such amazing work with the studios. So I know they can be used well, just not me. What am I colouring with? I'm colouring with Derwent Studios, which are basically Derwent artists. They're the same pencil. It's just the studios are a thinner version. They're like the Prismacolor very thins. They're a thinner barrel. And I hate them. They're not for a smush person like myself. They are for someone that likes to do 10,000 layers and slowly build up colour, which is not my style. So Angie would do fantastic work for this because she's a layering queen. Me, no. No, not for me, I'm afraid. No, where's that French grey? Yeah, that's it. Made my hands hurt. Absolutely. Yeah. So they're the artists. Yeah. No, you don't want the studios. Like, I'm telling you, Azra. No, no, no. They do smush with Gamsol, yes, but that's again effort and again, don't wanna. I just don't want to. I just don't like these pencils. I'm allowed to not like a pencil. You know, there's there's things where you just go, you know what? There's some pencils that are not meant to be my life, and these Derwent Studios are it. And if it makes you feel any better, I certainly didn't pay for these. So my ex-husband, George's dad, bought them for Georgia, but Georgia, she's a smusher too. So these have kind of just relegated into the pile of pencils that we don't like. And I just go, yep, yep. All right. But I've pretty much done everything except for the background, which is just going to be light blue. And I'm done. So, no, I see the problem is I can't donate the studios to you because they were a gift from George's dad. I feel otherwise I would have given them away to anyone that wanted them by now. But I feel like I can't because they were a gift. The both, Atlanta, they can do both. However, I like to layer them first and then do a bit of smush over the top, if that helps. When it comes to the Black Widows, I like to layer and then once you've got a fair bit of layer down, then you can get a little bit of smush on it. But they're in between. I wouldn't call them a smusher. Oh, Corey's agreed. She does. Yeah, I wouldn't call them smushy. But yeah. All right. Well, I'll finish off the rest of the reads and put some blue in the background, but not too bad. Working with pencils I dislike. There we go. That is what we've got. Yeah, they do have their uses. And I must admit, the studios are really handy at sometimes when I don't want a lot of pigment. I'm so nasty. It's like, yeah. The love I have for these pencils. Oh, thanks, Angie. Good on me for persisting. Yes, persistence. That's what it was. Stubbornness is probably the true word. The faded watercolor look. That's it. It has given it a vintage vibe, which is actually why I picked the studios for this. Like, I could have used the color softs and all the other Derwents, but this book actually gives me a vintage vibe. So I didn't want it packed with pigment. So there was a purpose to it. But I didn't want to go with the drawing pencils because there's just not enough greens and stuff in the drawing pencils. So I was like, oh, thanks, Renee. Feels like I was colouring with a stick, scratchy and little poo bums. All right. I love them. Thank you, studios. You are beautiful. You did okay. You will do okay. Someone will find love in you one day. You're just not for me. Okay. All right, guys. Have a lovely day. And I will see you hopefully throughout the week. And if not next weekend, just in and out, trying to get myself back at work and things. So, all right. Oh, now I'm yawning because I'm tired. All right. Love yous all. You just use your artist to smell. All right. I'm going to leave it on that note. All right. Bye. Have a good one. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Terralyn, for your lovely super chat. I do appreciate it. All right. Bye.